This is Brian Anderson.
I get it. Let me go on and set up my game plan too. Okay. It's already okay. Oh no. Alright. Okay, well we can stay there with it. Okay.
Joining me,
It's already about
Richard
set up.
Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. Richard, what do you expect to see from this guard matchup?
These guys are lethal one-on-one, but I think the key is to keep their teammates involved, playing unselfish basketball.
Here's Buzelis. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just good, aggressive play by Buzelis, not shying away from some physicality inside.
Doncic with the bucket.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
And Giddey has got the ball here for Chicago. Buzelis. Off with the layup. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. How about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake, he's still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has a switch that gets flipped when he needs
go.
it. It's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last
this guy
season,
here
it
gonna
felt
be
like
one of
changes
them.
were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success.
And he pulled up. Okay.
Now here's Doncic. Here's Vanderbilt. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Three-pointer, Vucevic.
Wow.
Drills it from deep.
Okay.
For a true center, Vuce is excellent in that catch and shoot.
A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Doncic. Shoots over ball. And it's Doncic missing.
How did he break that one? He smoked it. Everything was set up for that to be an easy basket.
White can't hit. On offense, here are the Lakers. Pass to Hachimura. Vucevic with the steal.
Oh, man.
Ball with it. White on the wing. This one for three. Hachimura with a rebound. Here's James. That shot missing. Nice D from Vucevic. The three from Ball. Hits the three-pointer.
Oh, is this ugly?
Got five now.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick, and one of their main defensive focuses, Nikola Vucevic. Coach telling me that Vuce has the big body, plus he can really shoot it, but they really emphasized boxing him out. Nikola is great at converting misses into second chance points. Boxing out, it's back to the basics, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. James with the ball, and it's Giddey picking him up. And that one's good. James.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
And we'll have a timeout called by Billy Donovan. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Chicago leading.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass the ball. A minute 53 left to play in the first.
A versatile, talented defender, LeBron excels at using his athleticism and length to block so many shots.
Here's Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Now here's Doncic. And that misses. That would have put him up.
This has not been his best quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And that's an intentional foul. Los Angeles shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
What I appreciate about LeBron is how much he loves being a leader. He knows how much his teammates count on him.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Grant.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And that just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
Now, here is James. Missed it from 7 feet. Ball right side. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside, Williams. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. 19 seconds left in the first. Here's Connect. No points so far. White with a steal. Outside Giddey. Yes, sir, and it's Ball with the assist that time.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Bulls out in front. They're up by 3. And we'll be back in just
14.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, LeBron James last season set the record for most All-Star nods in NBA history. He said, quote, "I'm blessed to do what I love and just to try to give back to the game that's given to me over 2 decades. Long ago, I exceeded anything I ever dreamed of being in the NBA. Everything else is just extra credit." Brian?
Thanks, Allie. And as defenses have adjusted to Austin Reeves scoring, Richard, he's countered with the pass.
Austin Reeves doesn't get enough credit for how good his handle is, how much it's improved. It's allowed for him to score, get into different places, and make these passes.
It's an even 3-on-3 break. Here's James. Wow! LeBron making some noise.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
I've been on the edge of my seat courtside. Man, this has been a barn burner.
Picked by Smith. Here's Jones. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Lakers. And it's Chicago with a board.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
Chicago making a switch here. Richard, when it comes to the Bulls, they have one of the most committed fan bases in the league.
Yeah, the Chicago fans are for real. The Bulls are routinely at the top of the list for total attendance. Even on the road, there are usually Bulls fans sprinkled into every crowd.
Here's Dosunmu. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. RJ, it's hard not to wonder what would have happened if the Lakers never traded for Russell Westbrook back in 2021.
Well, they would have had a traditional style of a team. They would have kept Kuzma, KCP, and their 2021 first-round pick. They also would have been able to sign Alex Caruso. They could have kept their championship core together.
Here's Doncic. Misses from close range. Bulls leading by 3. Dosunmu outside. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. And it's Giddey missing.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Here's Doncic. And it's blocked by Vucevic.
Powerful swat by Vooch, showing how effective he can be on D.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Giddey with it. Now Doncic defending. Here's Smith. Outside Jones. Back to Dosunmu. Lets it go from deep. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. Dosunmu's got 5.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the 3.
Pass to Reeves. Just 5 to shoot. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Bulls leading by 4. Vucevic. And Reeves pulls it down. Now Los Angeles with it. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Giddey. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
1:51 left in the half. Here's White. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
That may be not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Here's Doncic. Luka! Get off me!
Oh, my. Tight defense, but Doncic just muscles it in.
And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That'll be a second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. The 4th team foul.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Down low. Here's Buzelis. Back to Vucevic. The kick out to Ball. From deep, Giddey.
Let me tell you from experience, when LeBron James is locked in on defense, that's a scary sight for a team.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
He drops it from range.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
There's 42 seconds left in the second quarter. 6 to shoot. Pass to Vanderbilt. Shoots over Vucevic. The Lakers with another miss. Chicago leading by 4. Here's Ball. No good with a layup. The floater. There's the strength of the King.
Look, the moment he gets it anywhere near the hoop, look, it is over. Just too much strength, too much touch, either hand.
Here's Hachimura. Pass to Vanderbilt. Kicks it to Doncic. Jacks up a three. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Chicago ahead. They lead by a bucket. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. The Lakers trail. For the tie. Oh, look at Luka taking the contact and finishing strong. And Giddey has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. Pass to White. Sinks the tray. White's got 5 points.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
And it's the Lakers ball. James outside. LeBron at full speed. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Here's Giddey with the drive. It's Hayes with the rebound. Lakers trail by 3. Pass to Doncic. Shoots from 12. Oh, 2 vicious points from the King.
Look, everybody always wants to compliment LeBron James on the glass. Well, he should be. He's huge, but he knows how to use that body effectively.
White for 3. The shot that time not on target. They've got a shot at taking back the lead here.
Yes, they do. Could be the opening they've been waiting for.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. Well, we got a close game here in Los Angeles. James. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
See, that miss right there, it's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
White on the wing. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Hayes with a screen. Doncic with it. Guarded by Vucevic. Offensive rebound. Right side Vanderbilt. Shot clock at 6. For the lead. They shoot again. That shot off. Good work defensively by White. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Buzelis. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the basket by Hachimura. Hachimura's gotten his first points in this one. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Pass to James. And the Bulls making a change here. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Here's Hayes. Kicks it to Doncic. In the paint, Luka.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
To the right side. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And again, no good by Chicago.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Jones from outside. He's off on that one. Los Angeles leading by 3. And you look at Matas Buzelis. Size, touch, feel for the game too, Graham.
Oh, B.A., he's a connector. We all love seeing those offenses where the ball doesn't stick. He's a guy who can keep things moving. In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Jones. Soft touch off the glass.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
And Doncic puts up a deep three. Here's Vanderbilt. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. Vanderbilt's gotten 4 this quarter.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Williams. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
The officials were right on top of that one.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The Bulls making a switch here. That one's no good. The Lakers in the lead. And out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. There's 38 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Pass to Smith. Right side Herder. Drives to the hoop. Chalk up 2 there.
Well orchestrated. And then the pass is right on the money.
And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. .16 seconds left in the third quarter. Chicago with the rebound. And here's the fast break for the tie. Here's Dosunmu. And it's all tied up. Dosunmu's got 7.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution. Running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Tie game in Los Angeles. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And it's the Bulls with the ball. And the call will be against Austin Reeves. That's his 3rd foul so far.
His 3rd personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Jones. Lays it up and banks it in. Oh, couldn't have asked for a more hotly contested game.
These teams have swapped the lead 8 times. I believe it's coming down to the wire.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul.
And that one falls for Reeves. Chicago trailing here. Outside Jones. Pass to Williams. Back to Jones. The three-pointer off the mark. And here's James. LeBron, a smooth operator inside.
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you got to make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
Outside Jones. The 3 is up. No good on the shot. Los Angeles leading by 3. Now Reeves. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pass to Hayes. Smith with the rebound. The Bulls trail by 3. Here's Herder. The Bulls with another miss. James attacking. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
The veteran smarts of James understands how to absorb the contact and still finish.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
Pass to White. Will it go? And once again, off the mark by Chicago. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. From deep, Reeves. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Ball way outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 9. Doncic, no good.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
From outside the arc. Ball no good.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Lots of quick moves inside by Ball to get into great position for the score.
Pass to Reeves. Now, here is James. The Lakers with another miss.
2 minutes remaining in this ball game. 2 minutes.
It's Giddey on the wing. To the inside. Here's Vucevic. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead. James deciding where to go with it. Outside Reeves. White with a steal. Ball with it. Now Doncic defending. Here's Buzelis. Outside Giddey. Stolen by Vanderbilt. And Josh Giddey is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. Los Angeles leading by 5. Outside Vanderbilt. Pulls up, high post. Chicago with a rebound. White for 3.
Yeah, no business doing that, man.
It doesn't go for him.
Every possession counts for them right now. That's not going to get it done.
Here's Doncic. The shot. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. Vucevic draws the double.
You see him way over there.
44 seconds left in the final quarter. With the second effort. Good D by Vanderbilt. And Doncic has got the ball here for the Lakers. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his second personal foul. The fourth team.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there.
That thing ugly.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot, then a quick foul.
Offensive board. Buzelis. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
We ain't worried about that, man.
Well, Mattis Buzelis certainly
We ain't worried about that. Let go.
But what catches my eye are his skills. He can handle the ball and make smart decisions on the floor, which is so important for a rookie.
And that's good as he hits both shots. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. He's off.
Come on, Luka. You can't miss him.
A deep 3 from Ball. And Reeves pulls it down. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
That ain't the guy you want to send to the free throw
And
line.
that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good. And it's a 7-point game. And so it's the Lakers with the W.
Game.
I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory, but a win's a win.
And so true, but you have to credit the crowd for giving them such a big boost toward the end. It really kept this team's energy high.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard.
This game, man.